This is Corey Willis with PPEI, and you're listening to the Diesel Podcast.
I'm Adam Blattenberg from Diesel World.
This is Dan, owner of Dan's Diesel Performance.
I'm Kaz from Diesel Doctor of Tennessee, and you're listening to the Diesel Podcast.
What is going on, Diesel Nation? We're excited to have you guys with us today on the #1 diesel truck podcast on iTunes. And today we're going to be chatting with Chris Patterson, and we had him on the podcast earlier in the year. He talked about his 6.2 liter Cummins and entering his truck into Diesel Power Challenge. Well, he was chosen as an alternate, and he's going to be chatting with us today about what it was like to bring the truck from Texas to Colorado and how the setup's performing here. What it's like hanging out with the competitors and the sponsors and just the whole atmosphere. Give us an inside look at it. Before we get to it, though, we wanted to let you guys know we've got a new partner on the podcast, and we're really excited to announce Hot Shot Secrets is they're going to be recording an episode with us. And if there's any questions that you guys have about their products and what they can do for your diesel truck, make sure and let us know. You can find us on Instagram. Just go to the Diesel Podcast, and the same on Facebook. So let us know. We're really excited to have them, learn more about what they offer, the science behind their products, and what they can do for your Cummins, Duramax, and Powerstroke. We also want to give a special shout out to Diesel World Magazine and for all they do throughout the whole year in covering diesel events, product reviews, basically everything that's going on in the diesel community. Make sure you go to dieselworldmag.com, check them out, bookmark the page, or pick up an issue. All right, guys, let's get to the podcast with Chris and learning about his DPC experience. Chris, it is great to have you back on the Diesel Podcast to talk about your 6.2 liter Cummins, but this time at Diesel Power Challenge in Denver, Colorado. And I wanted to ask you, what it's like going there. And the whole time you're like thinking, what's the competition going to be like? Is the truck ready? Did I forget anything? Just all those things running through your head.
Absolutely. It's been good. We're in Texas, so the hardest part for us is just getting out of Texas. Big state,
Yeah.
Lots of brown rock and shrubbery. So, the whole time you're driving, you're just going over everything and all the possibilities. And the weeks leading up to, to going, you're thrashing like crazy, and sponsors are approaching you, and you're going over all the weak links that you could improve. So it's been a whole lot of early mornings, a whole lot of late nights, but we are here and we are ready to rock and roll.
Now, how does the truck feel compared to, say, being home in Texas, bringing it up here, testing it, seeing how everything responds? Is it responding the way you expected, or did you have to make some adjustments to it?
So everyone always says it's a night and day difference. Like, you unload the truck, you fire it up for the first time, and you're just lost. It doesn't sound the same. I say that's not true. I didn't notice a whole lot. I have a slower spooling setup a little bit compared to other people, but I didn't notice a night and day. Is it slower? Yeah. But, man, the power's still there. You just have to wait, another half a second.
That's true. I think sometimes the lag can be almost confused with the truck's not performing, it's not making the power or the torque. It is, it's just a little bit later, and it's just that delay, especially when you really know your truck and when it lights, how quick, and then it's a little different. It's more noticeable.
Yes, it will definitely, you'll tell the difference driving it. You have to finesse the pedal a little bit more. If you're used to getting on it or rolling in it, you have to be a little bit slower. If you have big fuel, you can put the fire out and it'll go gray. So, you drive around and you get a feel for it. Hopefully you don't attract any unnecessary attention. You have to be responsible and be aware of your surroundings, but you drive it and you feel it and you know kind of how it acts. And then after, a couple hours, you have it down and it's almost like the altitude isn't really affecting it.
What was day one like?
So, day one was the Red Rock Amphitheater, taking pictures. You spend Sunday checking in, registering, getting stickered up, stickered up, and then everyone's here, everyone's accounted for, and then I guess the first official day being Monday, you go take pictures, you get them all dolled up, you go to this beautiful, beautiful area, and it's way up there. The density altitude is over 10,000 feet. So it was interesting. And then now currently. We're sitting at ATS doing the fuel economy contest.
Have you already gone through it, or are you guys waiting your turn?
So I'm in a unique situation. I'm an alternate. I come up, I'm fully prepared to go. If someone does not meet a deadline, if someone breaks before the contest officially starts, then I step in. Well, unfortunately for me, but fortunately for all the competitors, everyone made it by the deadline, and everyone's in good health. So I do not actually get to physically compete. But I did kind of sweet talk my way onto the dyno. So once they're done doing all the fuel economy, we're heating up the bottles right now. We just put some big jets in it, so we're going to see some numbers tonight.
I'm sure it'll be fun after hours there at the shop and all the different teams and people and companies and everything like that that are participating in it.
You know, to me, that's one of the best parts is getting to know people and making connections and putting a face to a name on these people that you call and really seeing the industry for what it is, seeing the ATS Made in America parts and how much passion and thought and investment is really in this diesel powered challenge game and ATS and what they do. It's really amazing.
It was one of the things that always stuck out to me about that event and other ones as well around the country is they're not easy to put on. There's a lot of planning that goes into it, not just from the competitor side, but also from like the hosts and the media and the other people that are involved in it. There's so much planning, and they do it because they love the content, they love the trucks, they love what it's about, they love meeting people or seeing old friends and seeing what's going to happen on a really crazy week with all the different events and challenges that are involved in seeing whose truck can perform the best through all the crazy stuff that's thrown at it.
You know, all the staff from Diesel Power Magazine and Motor Trend and everything, and the staff at ATS, all the sponsor staff, photographers, videographers, they are all working their butt off to make this happen. It's amazing when you sit back and look at what it really takes behind the scenes to do this, the amount of people. There could possibly be more people running this event than there are in total competing, counting the drivers and the crew. It's pretty big. There's a lot of people here right now.
Do you think you're going to get a chance to make some passes at the track?
Yeah, I kind of sweet talk my way into that too. It will not be during Diesel Power. It'll be after the trailer drag, but Wednesday at Bandimere, they have a clean up the street night or something, and it's sponsored by the local law enforcement where they want to get street racers off the street and onto a track safely. And so I think we're going to hang around a little bit later in the evening, and then we're going to make some passes up there. Unless someone officially tells me I can't, I'm going to go till they kick me out. So we'll see.
That going on Wednesday nights. It's so much fun because you'll see a little bit of everything. Sometimes there's a Nissan GTR. Sometimes there's another, diesel truck, a Z06, Fox body Mustang that you see go out there and run sevens or something, and everything in between. And it's so much fun. And I think it draws so many people in because you can see a little bit of everything. And, you can take your truck out there and have some fun and, maybe show some lighter cars what your truck can do and and have fun with it out there.
I 100% plan on bringing the gap ties into some gasoline cars, 100%. We've been really, really busting our butt on this truck, and I think we've got all the kinks worked out, and we're ready to stretch some legs out.
It's a nice track, too. It's definitely one of those to get a chance to run down it and be there. It's definitely fun. So you have to let us know how you do when you go out on Wednesday night and, put the truck through its paces and people are wondering, how's that truck going so fast?
That's right. I've always heard about Bandimere and how they're stand-up people, and I've heard how it's a reality check with the altitude, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to getting out there and putting it under full boost and cranking her up, and, we got 2 bottles in the back, so let's see. We got some atmosphere in the bottle. Let's see. Let's do it.
Definitely let us know, Chris, and we had a blast on our, excuse me, our last podcast. We were talking about the truck and the engine and you know, the companies that helps you and what you're getting ready for this year, and being able to see you, you know, come out to this event and still, you know, be able to put it on the dyno like you're gonna do tonight. Go to, you know, Bandimere, make some passes, and who knows what's gonna happen if, you know, you might have to go. You might have to, you know, jump right in the competition. But I know you've worked really hard on your truck and tested so many different aspects to it to make sure it's dialed in that no matter what you're doing out there, I know it's going to perform well. And I definitely would like to see what you think of, you know, making passes at Bandimere and what it does on the dyno up here, and just what you think.
Absolutely, man. I really look forward to pushing the limits. I'm not afraid to break stuff. That's for darn sure.
It almost comes, I think it comes with the territory, so to speak, when the power gets up to a certain level and the torque and, you know, taking it out and actually using the power. It happens, but there's, you know, great parts and innovations that happen with it. But I mean, we appreciate your time this afternoon, and
absolutely, man.
Definitely want to chat with you again later in the year, and you know, let us know how it does on Wednesday. I
sure will, man. I appreciate your time calling me, taking time out of your schedule.
No problem at all. It's a good time to chat with you and you know, learn more about the truck. We follow you on social media, so see videos and races and things like that. But just to see what it's like to participate in this event from, you know, kind of an insider's point of view is really great. I know our listeners will enjoy that.
I recommend everybody to try and run for the Diesel Power Challenge. I have not met a better group of people to surround yourself with in a real contest that really stretches the limits of a street truck. So I highly encourage you, if you are into diesel performance and you have a truck that is on the street and you like sled pull, you like going fast, you tow trailers, and you think you have it, do it. It's worth it.
Don't forget, diesel fans, make sure and head on over to dieselworldmag.com, bookmark the page, pick up an issue, latest issue of Diesel World Magazine, get caught up on everything that's going on with racing, parts, changes in diesel, new engines that are coming out in different platforms, all that sort of stuff. And we also wanted to let you know that Precision Converters, it still has their winter sale going on, so it's a great time to save money on a billet triple disc converter for your Cummins, Duramax, or Power Stroke. They offer a free restall, which nobody else does. So if you've got a modified truck or you just want to change the stall speed in the future, you just send them the converter and they'll change the stall for free, which most other places charge, you know, anywhere from $300 to $500 to do that. So just go to converter.com, check out what they have. If you do have any questions, they've got a really knowledgeable staff there. Just give them a call, let them know what you have going on, what your setup is, or what you want the truck to do, and they'll make sure and get you taken care of. Till next time, keep the shiny side up.